Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
No bond. The alleged gas station shooter goes before a judge, and shocking new details revealed. That's going to top our news here at noon. A hearing involving that triple shooting inside a Detroit gas station over the weekend. The person prosecutors say pulled the trigger, killing one customer and wounding two others, faced a judge within the past hour. It all unfolded at the Mobile on McNichols near the Lodge. Sean Lay now this afternoon with the live details. Sean?
The details we're learning from court today, Jason, absolutely chilling that the gunman was inside this gas station here. Three other customers inside. The clerk thought the gunman was going to leave with $4 worth of merchandise, so he locked this door. The clerk trapping the three other customers in there, even though the gunman said, if you don't let me out, I'm shooting everybody in here. Let me take you to court here. It was a 36th District Court where an arraignment just happened. I'm going to get my notes out. Samuel McCray, he's being held on no bond this afternoon. The magistrate calling him a severe danger to the community. The magistrate cited the investigative report where McCray allegedly confessed to the triple shooting. He's charged with homicide for shooting, allegedly, and killing 37-year-old Gregory Kelly, an assault with intent to murder for shooting the two other customers, along with multiple charges of being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm. In fact, McCray was on parole for having an illegal firearm. McCray tried to pay with a Cash App card. It was declined. The clerk thought he was going to leave with the items, and the clerk continued to argue with McCray. And with a switch, the clerk locked the door, trapping McCray with the three customers. Police say McCray told the clerk he would open fire if the door was not unlocked. The clerk refused. Police say McCray shot all three people. Only then did the clerk unlock the door, and McCray was driven away by his mother.
The clerk continues to argue, apparently antagonizing the defendant. Therein, the clerk electronically locks the door from behind the counter. As faced by the clerk, he thought that the defendant was going to leave with the items that he brought to the cash register. The defendant then becomes increasingly angry. The clerk refuses to unlock the door multiple times.
Back here live, big yellow sticker here where the city of Detroit shutting this gas station down, at least for now, because the gas station was operating, the city says, without a license. Now, McCray, as you said, Jason, held with no bond right now. We have questions here. We just called Detroit police to ask if that clerk is exposed to any kind of legal liability. Did he put the other three in danger by locking that door? We're working on that. Much more details coming up later on Local 4. Jason?
Yeah, interesting questions, as well as a strange twist that they had no business license. All right, Sean, we appreciate it. Breaking news this noon. U.S. Rep. George Santos, the New York Republican infamous for fabricating key parts of his life story, was arrested on federal criminal charges today ahead of an expected court appearance. Congressman Santos, who surrendered to authorities in Long Island this morning, faces a 13-count indictment. It includes 7 counts of wire fraud, 3 counts of money laundering, 1 count of theft of public funds, and 2 counts of making material false statements to the House of Representatives. Right now, Santos is inside the federal courthouse in Central Islip, New York, where sources say he will plead not guilty at his arraignment this afternoon. Harbor this morning. Sky 4 above this wreck on westbound 94 at Wagner Road. State police say a car cut off a semi that was hauling steel coils. The semi cab and trailer broke apart. You can see how destructive this is. The truck coming to rest upside down. Both drivers taken to the University of Michigan Hospital, and amazingly, we're told none of the injuries are life-threatening here. The freeway does remain closed at this hour. The Macomb County Prosecutor's Office charging a former Frazier official with embezzlement. Michelle Kwiatkowski spent several years working for the city, with her final job being the head of the IT department in Frazier. She left her position in 2020, and authorities say shortly afterward there were questions about several charges to a city credit card. Kwiatkowski is charged with embezzling more than $100,000. A threat of defaulting on the country's debt is getting closer now. Congressional leaders are getting back to work following a high-stakes meeting with President Biden. The downside, A stalemate between both sides still exists. The upside, the group is planning to meet again on Friday. Drew Petrimo in Washington for us with the latest.
Emerging from yesterday's meeting, both sides said they were confident the U.S. would not default on its debt, but they also said there were no signs of progress in solving the impasse that's leading to major worries about the health of the economy. After an hour-long meeting between the president and congressional leaders from both parties, there was what sounded like good news from the top Republican in the Senate.
The United States is not going to default. It never has, and it never will.
But there was also a dose of reality from the Republican Speaker of the House.
The House raised the debt ceiling, the Senate has not, and the president hadn't negotiated. So I find that very odd.
According to Speaker McCarthy, no movement on the political stalemate that has Washington hurling toward an economic crisis.
It's really
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says in the beginning of next month, the U.S. will run out of money to pay its debts.
Our staffs are going to meet today and daily between now and then, and everyone in the meeting understood the risk of default. Our economy would fall into a significant recession.
But the solution to the impasse is unclear. Republicans demand spending cuts in return for their votes to raise the debt limit. Democrats want a clean bill to pay the nation's obligations while pushing budget talks off until later.
We again repeat our plea to Speaker McCarthy. Take default off the table and let's resume negotiations in the budget process, in the appropriations process, where we have legitimate differences.
The leaders say they'll reconvene on Friday to resume talks on the debt ceiling. In the meantime, their staffs will continue to meet, searching for a solution, with time quickly running out. Most of the responsibility for finding a solution to this problem centers around two men, President Biden and Speaker McCarthy, and both are facing extreme pressure. McCarthy from hardline conservatives who could oust him from his job, and President Biden from the realities of what a recession would mean for his chances at re-election. Drew Petrimo, NBC News, Washington.
Well, let's get a check of the forecast here. And if you were a fan of yesterday, boy, today is going to knock your socks off. Hi, Ashley.
Hey there, Jason. So yeah, we are looking at gorgeous conditions. You'll be hard pressed to find some clouds depending on where you're at. 68 degrees in downtown Detroit. And though our icon's picking up partly cloudy skies, you can see just blue skies up above. Light southwesterly breeze. Yesterday's high was 70, so we are just knocking at the doorstep of yesterday's high. We'll continue to warm up throughout the afternoon. So your weather story for today, the sunshine and warmth will continue, but we are going to be taking a stab towards 80 degrees tomorrow for the high temperature. And then we're looking at a soggy forecast for Mother's Day. So that's your weather story in a nutshell. Right now, though, 70 in Lapeer, 70 in Pontiac, 70 off in Ann Arbor. Little cooler as you get closer to the water. Monroe at 67, 61 in Grosse Ile. Same in Mount Clemens, 70 here at City Airport. That temperature change, though, anywhere from about 3 to 5 degrees warmer, a little cooler in Grosse Ile, but otherwise an upward trend with these temperatures. Your clouds and radar forecast showing that there's some thick cloud cover in the upper peninsula with a little bit of rain. Otherwise, high pressure, a dome of high pressure continues to dominate lower Michigan. That's cleared out our cloud cover, bringing dry conditions. In fact, it's dry all the way down into Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. So most of the region dealing with some sunshine. Mostly sunny skies will continue throughout the afternoon. We'll get into the mid 70s for the afternoon high. Quick look at your Mother's Day forecast. Rain showers creeping back in. We'll give you an hour-by-hour look to help you plan around it in just a few minutes, Jason.